So welcome back. It's an early one, but today is new car day. So as you can see, it's just ticked 5:05 and we've just arrived here at Luton Airport. So we're gonna get on our 7 o'clock plane straight to Glasgow, and then we've got the long 6.5-hour drive back to East London. I'm still not revealing the car just yet, but probably from the thumbnail you've probably figured it out. But when we get there, we'll do a full walk round and then we'll document the car as it is and on the way back, so you get the whole journey of the new car reveal. But for now, we're walking 10 minutes to the terminal. We'll get through security and then we've got about a 2-hour wait until 7 o'clock where we'll get on the plane and finally be on our way. And as you can see, we've arrived in sunny old Scotland, where today we're picking up my new car. So just in front of me is the car. I've picked it up, I've paid, and now we've got a 6.5-hour journey home. But I'm gonna flip the camera and show you guys for the first time what I've bought for the channel. Before I do though, make sure you drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys actually guess it's gonna be. And in 3, 2, 1, here is the new car for the channel. So I've gone and bought a Mercedes C63S on a 17 plate, and boy does this car sound amazing, look amazing, and yes, I'm very, very happy, as you can tell. So it's only right that the first thing we do is rev it. So if you want to give it some, it sounds amazing. And as you guys can imagine, I'm pretty speechless. It's a big upgrade from the RS in my opinion, and as you can probably guess as well, this car is going to be modified. It's not going to stay standard, but we're going to enjoy it for what it is for now, and then eventually we're going to send it as always, and this car is going to become very, very special. Now, I don't know the exact name of the colour of this blue. I mean, it's just blue, I suppose, in this case, but we've got the diamond cut wheels, we've got brand new Continentals all round, and we're gonna need them. 510 ponies at the rear wheel is impressive, but as you can see, it's completely bone stock. It's still got all the chrome badges. As you can see, the C63S, he's put it in reverse for some reason, but we've got all the chrome on the side. The car is completely bone stock, but once again, it's a C63S, and the most impressive thing, V8 bi-turbo. Now, for you guys that don't know what a V8 is, essentially it's 2 4-cylinders strapped together in the shape of a V, and that's why it sounds absolutely amazing. But the bi-turbo means twin turbo, so this car has 2 turbos on it, and that's going to allow us to send this to even 1,000 horsepower in the future. Put bigger ones on, and well, the more power we can get will be very, very impressive. But seeing as today is just a collection day, I'm not going to go too far into the spec of what this actually has and what it doesn't have. But essentially, it's a low mileage, 3-owner car that is going to be on the channel for a very long time. But now we're going to head all the way home back to East London, where hopefully the weather should be a lot better. And then I'll give you a rundown of what it looks like in the sun. So enjoy some B-roll of me driving the car, coming along and just enjoying it. And when we're back in London, we'll get to it. And well, as you can see, we finally made it back to East London, but it has been a week or so because I've been trying this car out to ensure it's actually fit for purpose. So I actually didn't record anything else on the journey back because I just wanted to test it, see if the car was actually okay in that aspect that it isn't going to break down on the way back, similar to what my A45 done. However, I can confirm the car was absolutely faultless, and since that journey we have also done a week in the Peak District where I covered about 500 to 600 miles, and now I'm also back in East London where we can now finally install our first modification. Well, it's actually our second because I have already installed Apple CarPlay, and if we look through the front windscreen here, you can see I have a slightly bigger screen than factory. But today's modification will be changing the front grille for the Panamericana one on the facelift. So here's what the grille looks like, and seeing as mine has the camera, I had to remove this ever so slightly small cutout just here, held on by 2 screws.
But in order to get this on, we actually need to lift the car up, remove both front wheels, and as seen on the RS, which we've done multiple times, is remove the front bumper. Because as you can see here, this is totally fixed on and you can't just take it off. We actually need to remove the bumper, unclip it from behind, and also do a few more amendments by removing this Mercedes badge and adding it onto the new grille. So without further ado, let's show you the cold start, which you didn't see in Scotland, and then we can get to actually removing the grille and getting our first modification done. So the car's now in position and it's near enough the exact same process as what we had to do on the RS. So it's going to be jacking the car up, putting it on axle stands, removing the front wheels. There's a few arch lining clips here, which you definitely cannot see, but same principle. And then we can just pull the bumper away and do the wiring loom behind the bumper. But let's also not forget the obvious ones on the scuttle panel and mirroring on the other side. So I'm going to crack on with that and then probably do some voiceover as and when I'm doing it. So on the C63, you actually need to use one of these Porsche style center caps to take the original locking one off. So put this over and then you just twist, instead of breaking it. And then as you twist to take it off, you'll see it reveals the original wheel nuts when we get there eventually. And just like that, you can see the 5x112, I believe it is, or something like that. So all we need to do is take a 17 to the head of these, including the locking wheel nut, and then the wheel should come off. But before we do that, let's actually jack the car up. So we start by popping the bonnet of the car, and this is hood if you're American, of course. And then we're gonna loosen all of the wheel nuts and the locking wheel nut on the wheel that we're planning to take off. We're then gonna jack the car up by safely using the jacking points. And then we're gonna remove the wheel off the car, and that's the first wheel off. Quick pause, because I've just had a thought. This car is nowhere near as low as, well, previous car. I'm gonna stop mentioning it now. As previous car. So why don't I put the wheel back on, save myself lots of time, drive it onto a ramp, and then I can access underneath with plenty of space on the ramps, can turn the wheels, and I can still work on the car. It'll be much safer because I won't need to use axle stands on potentially places that could be dangerous because this car's full of undertrays, and I won't have to jack it up on any stupid points. So I'm gonna give that a try, and if it don't work, we'll put the wheel back off and we'll go through that route. But time to get the wheel back on, and let's try it that way. Let's just try it. Let's try it. So here I am embarrassingly putting the wheel back on. But before we continue, let me know down below if you think this is gonna work. So now that's done, let's be a bit more smart and let's actually do it the way that I think it should be done. So as you just saw from me checking, I can get underneath the car. There's not loads of room, but we're gonna try it anyways. The car basically hasn't been fully jacked up in a while. The nuts are on quite tight. So I'm not gonna torque them back up until I can guarantee that this work is gonna be finished today. So I'll do it at the end of the video for all you people crying that it isn't done as of currently. But they're on tight enough for now. But anyways, let's start attacking these clips and bolts on the top, and then we'll head underneath and do the arch lining and underneath the car after. So here I am tacking the slam panel bolts. There was 5 bolts on top and 2 of them are hidden. And then we're going to move to the arch lining where there's a few pop clips and there's also 2 bolts behind the bumper connecting it to the arch. But once you've also removed that, you can head under the car. There'll be 3 bolts that you need to remove, which are 10 mils. And these are simply connecting the bumper to the undertrays. Now you probably notice there's loads of undertrays underneath this car and I'm fiddling, but it eventually works. And once you've got them removed, you can continue attacking the other arch lining. But as you can see here, I'm just laying down a quick blanket because laying on the floor, believe it or not, is not the funnest thing you can do. But here I am slowly working away at the bumper and we're making good progress. But I didn't realize there are 2 bolts behind, and as you can see here, I'm really struggling to get them. They're 13 mils and they are in the worst location possible. But as you can see here, with the help of my dad, I'm just slowly removing the last few connectors holding the bumper to the car, being sure to not break anything, because these will be really expensive, as it does the 360 camera and the front parking sensors. But as you can see, we got there in the end. And I now have a faceless C63. How mean does that look? That's kind of scary. But now we actually have to do the job we started. We need to remove this old grille, swap over quite a few of these pieces here, and put a new grille in with the old Mercedes logo. So I would say the best way to actually attack this grille, because I don't necessarily know how this one comes off, is look at the original, well, the aftermarket fixings, and then see where it would provisionally bolt to the car, and then we can have a look in the exact same locations and just do the exact same in reverse. So we'd be able to unclip it with these slats here, and also a couple grommets around the edge. But we're also going to need to remove this shrouding and this part here, I believe, maybe. Might not have to. So the first part I removed is what I believe is the casing for the pedestrian system. It could be, it might not be, it could be just fluid. But then we're also going to attack the rest of the brackets holding on the front of the grille. As you can hear, I'm clicking them all off one by one, and it's a bit fiddly, but just like that, the grille's finally out. Bit of a struggle job, because I had a bit more shrouding than I expected. But yeah, it's out. So let's quickly do the torque screws on the actual camera, push that over into our new grille, and then just hopefully install it the exact same way that this one come out. Aftermarket parts are never as easy, but let's see what we can do.
And as you can see, we now finally have the grille back together. So we've managed to use the original factory shroud for the camera and the original screws, and we've also used the original logo with the honeycomb inside the grille already. We didn't get the gloss black here because essentially the original factory bumper still has honeycomb. So for now, we're gonna leave it like that, get this on the car, and see how it looks with the finished product. As you can see, the car's not actually put back together, but it looks absolutely fantastic. The grille is such an upgrade to the standard factory one. It's used all the original factory shrouds, and as you can see, we haven't missed anything on the rear. You can see we still got, I believe this is for the crash system, I believe, don't hold me to it. Could simply be washer fluid. And as you can see, it's got all the other factory spec, well, the other factory clips, etc. on as well. So the grille should be perfectly safe. And the only thing left to do is get it on the car, and then we can wrap up today's video of collection and our first mod on the C63. So all we're going to do now is do everything you've just seen, but in reverse. So we're going to connect up all the connectors. We're then going to do the arch lining. We're going to do the slam panel, and in no particular order, I'm just going to leave you to watch and enjoy the B-roll of me fitting the bumper. And as you can see, also admiring the car at the same time. So enjoy. And just like that, the car is finished. And how much better does that look? It looks like a 19 plate in my opinion. And a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, why didn't I black it out? And that's because this car has some big plans coming. We're definitely keeping the Swiss spec. So we're keeping the chrome here, the chrome on the grille, on the sides, and around the windows. Now, you probably think, well, why would I do that? Why would I keep a Swiss spec? The color this car is eventually going matches very well. And the wheels, when they change and currently are staying the same diamond cut chrome finish. So why not let it all tie in together? But the clear focus on today's video is how this C63 is now. We picked it up, we drove it all the way back from Glasgow to East London, well, Essex, and we've also fitted our first modification on top of the CarPlay. Now, as you can tell, I'm over the moon with how this looks. So I want to know what you guys think as well. Make sure you comment down below. Do you like the C63? Do you prefer the previous grille or the new one? And tell me what you think of the car as a whole. Is it an upgrade or is it a downgrade? Bear in mind, this car is completely factory standard by the CarPlay and grille. So the noise and everything about it might be a little bit less than the previous car, but V8 twin turbo, and it's the C63S. My opinion, it's a massive upgrade, as you guys know already, but I'm keen to know what you guys think as well. But that rounds off today's video very nicely. The grill's done, the car's back in one piece, and I'm very, very happy with it. So if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you click the subscribe button, make sure you like the video, comment down below and share with all your friends. And make sure you head over to the TikTok as well, where we post daily, and drop me a follow over there. But as I said, if you did enjoy today's video, most importantly, click the subscribe button. Until the next one, drive safe.